I was ill because I didn't want to leave Vienna. My husband's work meant that we had to go and live in Frankfurt, and I just couldn't bear it.
How is she today?
No, better, I'm afraid. It's good of you to come.
Should I play something for her?
Yes, please. I'm sure it would help. It always does. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll go back to the office. There's still a lot of work to do before we leave. Thank you, my friend.
Only Ludwig comforted me. His music told me everything about his feelings for me, and I would have given up everything for him. We loved each other deeply, but he loved my husband as well. And I just don't think he felt able to cause so much pain to a friend. I would have gone with him, but Ludwig, well, perhaps when it came to it, the idea of a married life was something best kept as a dream, because his music would always come first.
I may no longer be a man, not for myself, only for others. For there is no longer happiness except in my music.
Beethoven was devastated by the breakup of the affair. It put an end to the illusion that he could ever find a normal family life. And I don't think it's a coincidence that at this time his hearing began to deteriorate more rapidly. Added to this, the money from his special contract with his aristocratic patrons had stopped. The effect of crippling inflation under the rule of France meant his backers couldn't keep up their annuity payments.
I went to his lodgings to see how he was. He wasn't at home. But what I found shocked me. Everything just seemed to go wrong at once. He seemed broken, so unhappy, and suddenly extremely hard of hearing. Although that may only have seemed worse, due to the malaise that now engulfed him.
He sent me a letter in which he seemed to be in a bad way. By then we had not seen each other since our argument. A number of unfortunate incidents which have occurred one after the other have really driven me into a state bordering on mental confusion. He complains of a thoroughly lacerated heart. By all accounts, he had become so neglectful of his person as to appear positively dirty.
Oh, my brother, so good to see you. What is it? What's the matter? Are you sick? What's wrong with your father? Tell me. Well, speak up! I'm your uncle. Your Uncle Ludwig. What is it? What ails you? Come on. Is this where you
A chance meeting with his brother Karl, now ill with tuberculosis, gave Beethoven the opportunity to claw back his family in the most extreme and desperate way.
I must speak plainly. The reason you are in trouble is that Johanna has none of the qualities that make a good wife. None. Don't worry. I will look after little Karl. But you must make me the sole guardian.
She's his mother.
Yes. And so she shall remain. But this document will give me certain rights, you see, to look after your interests, you, the father, the Van Beethovens. So, here, Karl. Read. Sign, Karl. Karl. That's right.
Much as I am convinced of the open-hearted disposition of my brother Ludwig van Beethoven, I desire that after my death he undertake the guardianship of my surviving minor son, Karl van Beethoven.
I do not know what drives a man to want to separate a child from his mother. I can only think that he wanted a family of his own, so mine was the obvious choice. Pushing my weakened husband, who, so close to death, could not stop him, was beyond worldly explanation.
Beethoven's behaviour seems incredible to us now, but he genuinely believed he was protecting his family from a woman who he saw as a completely unsuitable mother. And by a bizarre twist of fate, his belief in his own rectitude and his sense of his standing as an artist were about to receive the most colossal boost. His freedom opera, Leonora, was chosen to be performed before the crowned heads who were assembled for the Congress of Vienna, which redrew the map of Europe after Napoleon's downfall. Retitled Fidelio, some of the most dramatic changes to the work were in Florestan's aria. He places extra emphasis on the word Freiheit, or freedom, in an incredibly high-pitched conclusion that's almost impossible to sing at the very limits of a